like, wow, I've really scored big on this one. Yeah. All right. Data Day, Seattle 2016. I'm here with Benjamin Bengfort from Washington, D.C., who is a data scientist and partner at District Data Labs. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, good to see you. I know we had a chance to meet briefly at White Pages when you had a talk going on there, and I know that it was a bit unexpected. People didn't know, what exactly they were going to hear, but I know that there were tons of questions. There was a lot of interest. The people who were there were really engaged, and they suggested that maybe you take that to TED or something like that. Yeah. I mean, maybe talk to Obama. Like really get the word out.
Well, he's moving in next door, so here shortly.
Okay. All right. Well, that works out. So congrats on that fantastic talk. It was on data product architectures.
Yeah, exactly. The talk was great at White Pages, and thanks to them for hosting us. But we really wanted to bring a message about thinking at a higher level of what data products are and what they could be. I sort of feel too often data scientists get too focused in on models or the wrangling aspects, and that there's sort of this ending to when you fit the model and you've evaluated it, and that's it. But to me, data products that are disconnected from users aren't valuable, and data products are very valuable. We're seeing a lot of people very interested in building them. We need to move the data science process closer to the user. We need to operationalize our models, and we need to think carefully about how to architect platforms that give users access to many models and many different software applications. So that's sort of what the talk was about.
Yeah, that's great. If you missed it, I'm sorry. You do have a slide deck. I don't know if it's going to communicate everything that we heard. Eventually maybe we can get a video out, or we can produce a video that gives people the breakdown on that talk. Or if you give that talk at another event, be sure to check it out because it was very engaging. So your specialty is Python, is that right?
That's correct. I'm a Python programmer, a Go programmer when I do systems programming, but most of the focus is on Python.
That's cool. And I know that you are a co-author of a forthcoming book from O'Reilly called Data Analytics with Hadoop.
Yeah, it's a great book, and definitely pick it up. The data product architecture actually came from a lot of the things that we were thinking about in that book.
Okay.
And that book is written completely in Python, so Hadoop and is Java, and is Spark, and is in Scala and some other stuff, but we do sort of take it from the approach of Python. And the reason is because the book is supposed to be a gentle introduction to using distributed computing and cluster technologies for data analysis. So our target audience is a data scientist, right? Maybe who knows Python, knows R, knows a scripting language, but isn't as familiar with the systems operations or sort of distributed computing techniques that exist out there. And we sort of felt like when you learn about Hadoop or you learn about Spark, you're sort of delivered this very technical approach about daemon services running in the background and communication and how you program for a distributed programming model and all of this stuff. And what we really wanted to be was a gentle introduction to sort of talk about, well, why might you do analytics in a distributed context? And what's different about the algorithms and the different models when you do distribute them, and how can you take advantage of those things? So the first part of the book is really an introduction to Spark, MapReduce, the programming paradigm, and then the last half of the book is about the ecosystem, about tools like Hive and HBase and Pig, and the final chapter is that data product architecture chapter where we talk about how you sort of build all of this stuff together.
So it sounds like it might be a great book also for someone who is really just breaking into the Hadoop world, and we recommend that. When might you see that book published?
It's out right now. It's out right now. So just 4 weeks ago.
So
it is new.
That's right, because that's your book signing after your talk is going to be this book. Fresh off the press.
That's right. The book that you're thinking is Applied Text Analytics with Python. So that'll be next year.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
We keep busy.
Just just a side note, I just thought this was so interesting, and I can't let it go. And you're probably like, yeah, we get it, But when you told me how you were introduced to Hadoop, right, and the necessity for having a larger non-SQL database to capture these immense amount of data, it's a neat story.
Yeah, we were doing so. Yeah, I worked for a company that was doing sort of wireless signal analytics, and we were taking in about 50 gigabytes a second of data, and we were trying to use Python and Scrapy and C code just to sort of ingest and analyze this data and get something meanuful of it.
How long ago was that?
Oh, it was probably like 10 years ago. Now it was a while ago. One of the partners sort of said to me, like, hey, new guy, why don't you try this Hadoop thing? Because we need something to deal with it, and that's how I got started with it.
Awesome. Yeah, it's a cool story. If you ever catch Benjamin, at a pub, ask him to tell you more about the story. It's really interesting stuff.
I have lots of good stories. I was in a startup, and we used to buy servers off lease from data centers and like put them in the closet and just like burn them out because we've got these $50 servers running a Hadoop cluster and couldn't afford a data center.
Oh man, that's cool. That is awesome. Is there anything else going on? Or I know you have a talk coming up this evening. And what's the topic on that one?
Yeah. So today I'm going to talk about visualizing the model selection process, which is a topic that the faculty at District Data Labs has been taking on for the past couple of years, thinking about how do you visualize high-dimensional data. And we've been working on a project called Yellow Brick, and another project which is codenamed Trinket. We're going to change the name, which I would like to introduce today at Data Day Seattle. And the idea is to build visual transformers and inject them into scikit-learn pipelines so that humans can tune or see the model selection process over time. So we're very excited about that project.
Well, we will definitely be in touch with you to find out more about that and get the lowdown on it maybe after your talk. And Ben, thanks so much for coming by and talking to us, and we look forward to talking again real soon.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Cool. Cheers.
Cheers.